What's up? It's your girl Ruthie.
So what's up, YouTube? Gonna hop right on in, and right here you see a packet by Unice. This is what it came in when they gave it to me. Oh my god, y'all. Y'all heard my video in the background, but yeah. And so I'm just gonna take the wig out. First things first. Once I feel the wig, it feels really nice. It says HD closure, but I do hair, and it is not HD closure, but it is awesome lace, like perfect and stuff like that. It feels like HD, but it's not HD, just by the actual texture of the lace. Okay, so now we're just going to mix our bleaching developer, and I'm just showing you the consistency right there. I don't do it really chunky, but I do like it was like it a little, just a little bit on the looser side. And we're going to apply that to the lace. If you need to use a butter knife, use a butter knife. Use a butter knife to apply, just so you don't mess it up. But again, I like mine I like mine loose a little bit, because just a tad bit beyond the knots, it should be like bleached. It's gonna give more of a scalp effect. Okay, so you just see me send that plastic thing in there. I did that because I use a 20 volume developer and not a 30. So that's going to sit on there for like an hour. Like if you use something else, it would go faster. And I'm just showing you how the bleach sits through the lace and stuff like that. I moved out of frame because I thought I was in it, but I wasn't. But yeah. So once I took that out, whoa, that moved kind of fast, y'all. But basically, I went and washed the wig. I took the plastic thing and washed the wig out, and I had showed y'all the inside. But just going through and just showing you how all the knots are reached, and it looks like scalp. And when I wash the wig, I use Shimmer Light shampoo. So now I'm just going to take a hot comb and hot comb the wig back really quickly. And as I hot comb it back, that's just to get all the excess hairs out the way. And as you can see with this wig, it is pre-plucked. The hairline looks very natural along itself. And I could tell just by the hairline I don't like that bald look that everybody be doing. So we're not going to go through like that plucking phase, that extreme plucking, because it's very unnecessary. I'm just going through and picking out knots that are black. You really can't see, but because, of course, I'm there in person, there are just a few knots that are black that didn't bleach through. And I'm just going to take those and pluck those out. But again, I don't like that bald looking hairline. Some of y'all like that, but that's not my style. I do have a plucking video with something that has a thicker hairline. So I'll just link that below, and I'll put a card in the right hand corner so you guys can go check that out if you want to get into your plucking. But right here, I'm just plucking out anything that just has like black dots on it. Black knots, the knots that were unbleached. So that's all I did. The little place I want to look crazy in right there, it had some right there. So I'm just going to take a brush now. I don't do ball cap either, you guys. So I'm very unconventional, I'm guessing. But no, I don't do that ball cap stuff. Very unnecessary, highly unnecessary, to be honest. And I'm just going to put some makeup on the side. And makeup that's darker than my skin tone is necessary, in my opinion. And so now we're just going to flip that wig on. And once we flip the wig on, before we flip the wig on, I'm going to wear Glueless. So instead of me adding a band in it, I'm just going to see how it fits my head. So I'm just going to tighten it to the tightest it can go. And I'm just going to basically meet them in the middle, because I didn't want it too tight and it crossing over in the back. I just wanted it to the tightest it can go, which is basically both of the bands, the adjustable straps in the back, being in the middle of the loops. So that's what I'm doing right there. And I'm going to see right there. Boom, bow. Now we're just going to place that on our head, and we're just going to see how it fits. And baby, it fits like a glove. Pulling on my little eyebrow at that. So I'm just going to turn it to the side and sit it on my head how I want it sitting on my head. So, yep. And you see that cap is not showing underneath because we did it darker than our skin. So I'm just getting a feel of the hair and all that good stuff. Feels good. It's an 18-inch. I kind of be having like brain farts when I be working with these awkward lengths, because like I'm tired of working with short hair, to be honest, y'all. But okay, anyways, back to the point. Now you're just going to see me, feeling my hair, and then we're going to, take a makeup brush after this and eventually tint the hair. So you're going to see me do that. And I'm just parting through just to show you guys that you don't see the cap. And it is giving very much Scalpiana vibes. Like, period. Whatever, like, purr. I don't know how y'all doing it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyways, back to the point. Like I said, I'm just making it fit how I want it to fit. And just going to see, do I like that? Okay, now y'all. So I know I talk kind of fast, but I'm just gonna take that shade out of the Anastasia and Beverly Hills contour palette. It's time for another one, but I cannot find them nowhere. Like, I can't find it nowhere. I keep looking for it, but I can't find it nowhere. Y'all remember that little video? Okay, anyways, like the little, I can't find my paper that nowhere. I know about that little video. But anyways, we're just gonna do that, and I'm gonna apply a little bit on top of the lace, because it's gonna get that tint on the top, but most of the makeup is going to go on the bottom. So you're going to see me flip it up under and scrub across the bottom of it. Like, don't rip your knots out, of course, but we're going to put some pressure and, do it like that. And that's it right there. So that's how the lace is going to be tinted. I don't do all the lace tint because I personally don't like chemicals in the top of my head. Like, it's different if there's using, like, natural dyes. But sometimes that stuff be like, I ain't even getting all that. But yeah, so that's how we tint the lace right there. And so after that's done, again, the unit already fixed seamlessly on my head. I'm just going to take a comb and I'm going to give myself that part that I desire, which is the curve. Like, I want a curve in my part. And y'all, like, if y'all see a, like, hairstyle y'all want me to do, don't hesitate to tag me in it. Because, like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm lacking a little bit a little bit of creativity when it comes to hairstyles. Like, I can show you how to install a wig 1,000,001 times, but y'all might want to see something a little different. But back to the point. So you just see me getting the part and stuff together, and as we do that, I'm going to get ready and cut my lace. And when we cut our lace, again, we're going to cut really raggedy. But before we do that, we're going to take the wax stick and we're going to flatten out everything. And so we're just going to flatten it out, and after we put the wax stick on it, we're going to go through with the hot comb. After we go through with the hot comb, again, the hair is wet, y'all. I don't even know why I attempted this, but obviously I didn't burn myself. So I'm guessing it couldn't have been too wet. But I know the hair was wet and damp. And I put the hot comb right on top of it. But ain't no steam burn me, so guess I'm good in that area. And yeah, so we're just going to go through, get that sleek look that we want with the hot comb. And after we do that, we're going to go back in and get ready to cut our lace. And you just see me pulling down because I was just trying to see how I look once I do decide to do my baby hairs. And I like doing it like this before I cut the lace because I can kind of pull the hair from my skin and get really close. Like, put the hot comb on the lace itself without touching my actual skin. I don't know why I just did that lame dance. I play too much. But yeah, so we're going to take the scissors now. I'm pretty sure, yes, we are. And we're going to cut it. And when we cut our lace, we're basically just going to cut in a not so straight line. Like, I'm going to constantly open and close the scissors, and it's going to give me the jigginess I need without doing too much. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to give me the jagged look, but I just don't really go straight across personally. Now, if you have really good HD lace, you can go straight across, and it still won't be no problem. Because Alonzo Arnold definitely did it in his class, but that's a story for another time. So, yeah. Even with that line of demarcation, it's definitely giving me scalp vibes already. And like I said, you seen it was glueless. I know y'all seen me lift it up and pull it down, because who want glue on their head? You tell me, because I don't. Okay? But yeah, so I'm doing that, and now it's time to part out our baby hairs. I do not use an edge brush. I use a fine tooth comb when it's time to do our baby hairs. And you're just going to see me part out some hairs and stuff like that. You see? You see that? Yeah, I'm parting out some hairs. Only thing with this unit, of course, it's meant to be. These units are never really designed to, like, move around on your head because of the type of caps they make them on. So you kind of see, like, that little end piece. You see, like, that little white at the corner by my ear. Can't cut it or I'll mess up the entire unit, like leave a rip in a unit. So I'm just going to have to work around that. But yeah, you're just going to see me take my baby hairs out. And as I part them out, I'm moving kind of slow. But I did want this part in real time for y'all, just so you can get an idea of how I do the baby hairs. So we're going to take out the baby hairs, as I've already said beforehand. And dang, I'm moving really slow, and I don't like that. But I guess it's better for the good of YouTube. And while I was doing my hair, I was so far from the mirror, y'all. Like, I could swear I was seeing all the lace. But now that I'm looking on camera, like, you're not at the same time. But even at home I don't see it now. But back to the point. So again, we part out the baby hairs, and as you see, there are certain areas where like the pulling of the baby hair like is thicker than the rest of it. So I'm probably gonna, okay, now y'all see that line I'm talking about? You see how it's almost look like it's bald right there, like that line between the hairline and the hairs. And I don't like no bald look. That's why I decided to not pluck the unit as much, because they pre-plucked it and it already looked pretty natural, and it needed minimal customization. So you're just going to do that. And so after we do that, back to the point, we're going to take some tweezers, and the parts where the baby hairs are thick, I'm just going to remove it and thin it out just a little bit, because like slick, thick baby hairs look kind of weird. Like once they start, once you start like slicking them down, they look weird when they're thick in certain areas. And it's particularly very thick in the area that's like in the middle by the part, closest to the part. So yeah, I'm going to thin it out like that. But let me pin my hair back first. So comb through again. I kept combing through the baby hairs like it was just the thickest hair in the world. And I'm going to take these pink tweezers. It's good to have grit tweezers. Your dull tweezers aren't going to do nothing but just rip the hair and leave the knots behind. And you don't want that, because then you're going to have like a bumpy hairline. Like, I don't know, it's just weird looking to me, in my opinion. So make sure you have good tweezers. Those are really good to invest in. And if you can't get no expensive tweezers, well, I'm not even asking you to get expensive tweezers. If you go to TJ Maxx or Marshalls, then you can find some pretty good tweezers. So I only plucked out those little hairs, and now it's time to cut the baby hairs. When we cut the baby hairs short. Don't nobody like no long baby hairs. Like, if you do the baby hairs too long, don't do them too short, but if you do them too long, they'll look very weird. So I'm just cutting the baby hairs for right now. And as you guys have seen, I like doing my baby edges with Glueless knot. So with that being said, we're going to take the Glueless knot and put that across the hairline right there. And I'm going to do that or whatever. And y'all, Gibby Young was cutting up in that little tiny disc concert back there. I know y'all see him in the background. But I'm just showing y'all the Glueless knot. That's my ring light reflecting in it. And so I'm going to put that on there. We're going to take that same comb, the red comb that was there. And we're going to, do our baby hairs. And as you see me do the baby hairs, you're going to notice my hand motions. It's like a C to a certain extent. Like, you're going to swoop your hands into kind of like the letter C. Or, yeah, C. Because I was going to say J curls, but that's just like, eyelash extensions, and then I'll be doing a little too much trying to explain it that way. But, or a D, like the curve of a D, not a C, but like before you draw the line on a D, that's how you want to curve the hair. So you're going to keep doing that, and you're going to work the hair back into the hairline. So as you do the C, you're going to follow behind it with your finger, because that's going to smooth it out. You see that? You see that? Yeah. So as we do that, we're going to complete that. We're going to repeat that process all the way through. So I'm going to push it back into the hairline and give it that natural look, and we're going to keep constantly doing that. And you see how thick the baby hairs look as is. So imagine how they would have looked if we would have left them as thick as we did the first go around. Okay, and so as we're doing that with the baby hair, make sure you keep your hands down, especially once you want to like swoop and get the line. Make sure you're following behind with your fingers and stuff like that. And once we get done with that part and move on to the next part of the baby hair, which is at the center of my head, you might have to cut it again, depending on how short you cut it the first time. You might going to have to go around and cut those little hairs that's in the front. If not, you're just going to brush it and just slowly just do a little flick to the side and stuff like that. And now you just see me zoom in so you guys can really see what I'm doing. And what lace? Let me just pause. Look at that lace, y'all. Like, looks magnificent. I really do like this wig. It feels of quality as well. So that's a plus. And you see me coming back. That's because I'm working some of the hair into the hairline. But anyways, now you're going to go to the other half of the baby hair. And I'm just going to brush back all excess hair into the hairline. And you see like that little middle part right there? Yes, we're going to cut that cut right there because it wasn't short enough, long enough, I mean. And we're just going to brush that out into the direction it needs to be brushed out in. See? Boom. Look. You see like I'm following behind. So you really can't see like a line on where the direction changes. You just know that it's stretched across the whole hairline. If that makes sense to you. So you're just going to continue that. And then we're going to do the one by the edge of the head. And that's really it. Remember again, I told you guys that the end of the closure is right there. So we're going to cover that up and I'm going to address that later on in the video. Now we're just going to take a little bit of mousse. You know, y'all, I was running out, so kind of skimp. But anyway, just going to take a little bit of that mousse and apply it to the hairline. That's just going to keep, that's just going to soften the hair up, you know, as before we tie it down and all that stuff. My bad, y'all, kept having to put that stuff back. But yeah, so you're just going to see me put that across the lace. And that is the Aphoge, Aphogee. Lace, yeah, I like it. If I don't have Nairobi, I do like that mousse to use. But for this part, it really don't matter because we molded it down with gel. And we were swooping. It still would have been a good one, though. So, yeah, we're going to do that. And after we do that, we're going to tie it down with the band they gave me from Unice Hair. Yeah, it's from Unice. And, you know, typically I'd use an elastic band. But this is glueless and the lace is already good. So, an elastic band really isn't needed. But it'll give you that extra push. I know you seem like the mousse gone. But, no, it's just really pressed into the skin. So, you're just going to see me struggle to tie this on real quick. And so now you're just going to see me take a comb and comb through this wig. And I'm going to layer it lightly. Just, you know, shape it to my face. Just a tad bit, not too much. I don't want to do too much because I'm pretty sure I'm going to do this wig in another style. I'm unsure of what I really want from the wig, y'all. I'm low key, so close to getting braids. But I be having so many wig tutorials. Like, dang, can I really even get braids? But anyways, back to the point. You just see me cut just a little bit out and stuff like that. And we're going to continue to do that and throughout the hair. And after we get done doing that, we're going to be ready to curl. And so now we're just going to start hot combing. And I really be playing with the devil. Y'all be playing with hell, whatever y'all want to call it. Because, like, why would I do this if my hair is wet? But I didn't burn myself. So, you know, don't recommend it unless your hair is pretty dry. But like I said, you're going to go back through with the hot combing and all that good stuff. And I'm just, really didn't have to because it was pretty flat from the get-go. But I'm just making sure, just going back through, you know, go over my steps. And so now you're just going to see me combing and parting the hair off. And we're going to do flat iron curls today. Not going to show you curling the back of my hair, but I'm going to show you doing around my face area. And I'm going to leave it in real time. So what you're going to do is you're going to apply, go through one little pass around the roots because that side I want really flat. And you're going, it's all in the flick of the wrist. Watch me flick that wrist in the back. Yeah. Okay, pull it down. Yeah, flip it again. Flip it. Pull it back up. Yeah. Just like that. You're just going to keep constantly flicking your wrist and you're going to drop it. And once you drop it, it's going to be like that. And we're only doing the sides in that manner because I want the curl to droop because I want it behind my ear. Flat behind my ear. You know what I'm saying? So, again, you see me flick of the wrist. Pull. Flick that wrist. Pull. Flick the wrist. pull. And we just gonna continue with that motion throughout the entire head. So after we do that, we're going to do it in the front, and I'm going to show you again. So you're just going to keep that motion, and that's what's going to keep the hair curly. This is a trick right there. You can twirl it around your finger to give it more of a curl that you desire, just to give it a tighter hold. But other than that, yeah, that's all we do, baby. That's how you get the perfect flat iron curl. Really, truly, honestly. It's that simple. So I'm going to just let y'all watch me do that over and over again. And hopefully you guys could really, learn. But I will, again, told you I'll do a video on bombshell and just show you the difference between flat iron curls and barrel curls and all that good stuff, because I get so many requests on, how do I curl hair. So I'm going to give it to y'all very soon and very soon. So right here, you're just going to see me constantly, curling, and I'm doing it the ones around my head. You see the ones around my head, I start flicking my wrist a little closer to the root because I want the curls a little closer to the root up in that area. Like I want a little volume right there, trying to give, those, the vibes. I want some volume on there. And as I was saying, I be getting copyrighted too much, y'all. So I be wanting background music on here. So if y'all got any suggestions on what type of background music y'all would like, feel free to comment, or even just send me an artist, who wants to use their music in some videos and stuff like that. We can do that, because honestly, I'm tired of getting copyrighted, y'all. No matter how many times I think about a remix or something, I keep getting copyrighted. So I'm 10 seconds from singing my own songs in the background at this point. But like I said, we're gonna keep curling and all that good stuff. And we're almost done. And once we get done curling, we're gonna take that band off, and I'm gonna show y'all something. So just give it a few seconds, and we're gonna take the band off. Not the band, the band around my head, the little satin scarf. Yeah, we're gonna take that off. And here we go. Woo! Scalpiana, period. I wish I could do the little purr type thing. But nah. So you see, now you're going to see me comb through it. Y'all thought I was going to be dramatic when I did that reveal, because I just did all that leading up to it. Nah, I'm not. But anyways, back to the point. I just had a few long hairs, just a few tweaky tweaks, tweaking that up. And then now you're just going to see me go through with the comb, and I'm brushing it out. That's just going to give the hair a really soft feel. Those are going to give those soft baby hair vibes. And I should have put the comb up under there, but baby, that is scalp. I was bugging out. Y'all know, the whole time I was recording, it's oh my gosh, you see the lace? And I was getting frustrated. So, honestly, you could stop right here if that's what you want to do. But I'm just going to give you, a little more. So you just see me detangling the curls with my hands. And it looks really good. I told you I want the bang to be on the heavier side. I didn't want too many curls in the back. But I'm just going to take the bang and, spread it out. I threw my head down just to add some volume to it. And then this way you just see me, go down and pop back up. Yeah. But very much give me 2016 heavy bang vibes. We used to get the little sew-ins with the leave out. That's the vibe it's giving. But I still feel like I could see the lace a little bit. In that moment, I did feel like that. It looks pretty good on camera, some would say. But me, I'm a perfectionist. So I'm going to do that. And so now we're just going to basically play with the bang and style the hair how we want it to be styled and all that good stuff. And you're going to see me come back and make a few little tweaks and all that good stuff. But I think I'm going to be talking to you guys in the video on that section. But for the most part, those are the curls. And I'm loving it, honestly. So, yeah. Way you can see my lace. I don't have a thing that's close to me, so I'm just going to take that same brush
And just go over it a little bit.
Yeah, right here I was having just a little mini panic attack. Now that I'm looking at it, you really couldn't see no lace like that. But, you know, ain't nothing wrong being a perfectionist, I'm guessing. So, lace check, and we're going to be back in action. I don't know if y'all could hear the previous audio.
This is the end piece of the wig right here. Let me pause it. This is the end piece of the wig right here, and I'm just gonna like pull the hair down like that, right over it. But as you see, like there's a slight line of demarcation right here. So what we're gonna do is put just a tad bit, dab that makeup that we have, just a tad bit right there. And I'm gonna take just a tad bit free spray so it can still be glueless, because I don't really like adhesive on my stuff. I'm just gonna do a quick lift and just run your hand across. Cause like on camera it's showing, but to the naked eye, it's not even showing on my phone camera anymore. So I don't even know I'm looking at my phone camera, but on this camera it's showing like that, and I'm not really fond of that. So this should do it right here. And also I think it has something a lot to do with my exposure settings. Like I know how to work my camera, y'all, but I don't know, you feel me, like why it's doing that. So but these are the curls, baby, get into them. And I told you I wanted to go a little heavy 2016 vibes on the bang. Just really wanted to flow. So that's what we got going over here. But yeah, you feel me? And this should do it for us. Like if I look on this thing and it looks like this should do it though.
So, this was the original YouTube video. Oh, well, I already said that. But just to give you guys a quick review, if you needed a review on this, I would be I do hair for one. So, I would be highly satisfied if a client bought me this wig. It's not thin, it's thick, the hair holds luster. Can't give you like just a review because of course, this is my first time wearing it. Hair should be good coming out the box. But all in all, it has luster, it holds a curl, and the lace is impeccable on it. So, for right now, it's a 10 out of 10.